right now, because of the fact that there are certain lawsuits that have emanated from it, I wouldn't like to make much comment on the documentary itself. Because, for instance, there is a lady preacher who is called Akpabio, who claims that most of the things that were shown were actually parts of the fiction film which she produced for commercial purposes.
Or parts of her film were included in the documentary.
Yes, were included in the documentary. And so that which was now, it's like a make-believe, which was now shown to the public as real. And so that's one angle. But the mere fact that there is even a story at all about child witches is the aspect that the government had to take a very serious action. The first thing we did was to promulgate a law to protect the rights of children, which we call the Child Rights Law. I signed that law. I signed the bill into law, and the law banishes and abolishes anything about stigmatization of children, and also makes it a criminal offense for anybody to attempt to dock or stigmatize a child.
So if I call a child a witch?
Yes, that is punishable by 10 years imprisonment. There are a lot of stringent provisions within the law. So I want to use this opportunity to thank the State House of Assembly, the Speaker, and all the members who rose to the occasion, because the law is all embracing. So we have ensured that that aspect of stigmatizing a child is totally banned in Akwa Ibom. Then the office of the First Lady, my wife, through assistance from donor agencies, built a reformation center to rehabilitate those children. And then the children are now being taken care of, those children who were stigmatized in the past. And then at the same time, the free and compulsory education promulgated and practiced by the current government has taken care of the future of those children. They are now going to school free of charge. We are providing the uniform. We have abolished payment of fees for primary education, what you may call basic education, and also for what you may call higher education in the sense of secondary schools and all that, from junior secondary
totally
school.
Free?
Yeah, totally free, up to senior secondary school level, no single payment. We've abolished even parents' teacher association fees, anything at all that has to do with payment of $1, £1 in any school in the state is abolished, to give children who had no hope, the hope, to give children education, to give them a sense of belonging, and prepare them for tomorrow. Those are the things we've done. And at the same time, we went after the characters that we found in that documentary. One, Bishop Williams, who claimed that he had killed a lot of children or child witches. So we arrested him, and then right now he's facing trial in court for various things, from torture to murder. He's now, from his evidence, he's claiming that, he was paid to say some of those things he said.
He was paid by those who put the documentary together.
Right. But that's it's an assertion that I don't know that is bound to be investigated whether it is true or not. Right. But he claimed that those things he was actually paid to dramatize. So it was almost like melodramatism to create a very terrible impression and then give a different perspective to those who were doing it. In fact, the documentary had a commercial undertone, because immediately it evoked a lot of emotions, and thousands of people all over the world donated money, and we need to know where those monies are, because as far as we are concerned, those monies have not found their way to the children.
They've not, none of those contributions have come to
no way. So it had a lot of commercial undertone, what was done, and so, but from the standpoint of the state government, we also went after churches, or in quote, fake churches, because we found out that those things were also through religious leaders. They would dub a child a witch and then collect money from the parents to do exorcism. And so again, you see the commercialization of the church. So the church will say, your child has witchcraft, and so give me 400,000, then I will exorcise the child. And so a lot of parents were deceived into paying monies to fake pastors, who now made a lot of money from that. So the law allows us to demolish our churches and then acquire those properties compulsorily and then charge the perpetrators to court. And so through that, we have brought down a lot of fake churches, and we have arrested a lot of them. And I keep saying that it's not a fight against Christendom. People need to understand that. We just want to eliminate the fake pastors in our midst, and those who are trying to deceive parents, and also deceive, because they also use it not just against children, against wives and against husbands. They will tell the wife, they broke up a lot of marriages. They will tell the husband, your wife is into witchcraft, your wife is a witch, and they will tell the husband, or they will tell the wife, your husband is a wizard. And so the result is that marriages are broken up on account of that. And so we are doing something about that. And I can tell you that it is working. As I speak now, I don't think such a thing can reoccur again in this state in the next few years. It is working. And we've taken very drastic and decisive actions. We've protected the rights of the children. We've abolished stigmatization of children. We have a law now that prescribes punishment against any person who tries to stigmatize a child or anybody for that matter. And we have also ensured that the law also allows us to prosecute anybody, whether a pastor or whoever, that engages in that kind of acts.
Thank you very much, Excellency, and thank you so much for your time. And can I just take the time to congratulate you on the birth of your son?
Thank you.
And our international audience would love to know the name of your son.
The name is Ubong Abasi, which is the crown of God. I believe strongly that everything I've achieved in life, including my children, those things all came through God Almighty. Even my election as governor was through the will of God. Without God, one cannot succeed. So for the international audience, I want to urge you to, even if you do not believe in God, take my life as an example and have confidence in God. With God, you can never go wrong.
Thank you very much, Excellency. Thank you for this time.
Now, that was the interview with His Excellency Governor Godswill Akpabio. I expect comments, queries, and reaction arising from that interview. And please let your questions and your comments be civil, and the governor will do everything he can to answer your questions. This is Atai Kide from Global Media Europe International signing off. God bless you, and God bless Akwa Abasi Ibom State. Thank you. Bye-bye.